Hello guys and welcome to another Match Day video. Just going to check, if the desktop audio is working. It sometimes happens where it bugs out. But anyway, here we are in Diesel Railcar Simulator. It's what, episode number 6, I think? I don't know. Okay. Must be 6. Hopefully it's 6. Anyway, today we are going to be doing, just introduce it first. We are jumping on the Wherry Lines map. And we're going to go ahead and take a Class 112 from here in Norwich, along past Brundle, Ackle, I think that is, Lingwood, this line here, look, to Great Yarmouth. It's about a route time of about, as you can see here, 34 minutes from Norwich to Great Yarmouth. So we'll go ahead and take the, the 936. So quite a few stops, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops into, 4 stops and then Great Yarmouth, so not bad. Class 112 obviously has gear shifting. I have discovered as well in this game you can actually shift without moving the throttle down to 0. Now I have experimented with this and it didn't give me a penalty, so I'm guessing you can do it. I don't know, it's quite odd because when you do automatic shifting, it does put down the power, which is why I thought you had to do it, but as I said, it doesn't give me a penalty, it doesn't moan at me, so, I'll do it, because it saves time. So go ahead and spawn in here, Norwich Platform 6, so click Drive. Here we are, at the platform here in Norwich, so go ahead and press, was it K? Yes. And right side engines, left side engines. And there we go, make sure that's all good. Shifter, we want to get that into, there we go, into gear number 1. And we'll go ahead and release the brake a little bit. There we go, that should be good. And we'll release the brake down to about 5%, and then put it in lap mode. There we go, so that's us all set up and ready to go for our departure down to Great Yarmouth. So set outside, if we look outside, got no other trains around here. I don't think it's a very busy map, this. There's not a lot of services, so don't think we'll have any trouble with signals. Well, hopefully, anyway. So you can see our train, just 2 little carriages. We'll go outside here. How's this a 4-car stop? Seriously. So there's the whistle. So, play the guard whistle. Oh wait, no, wrong button. There we go. And where we go, we'll release the brakes, and this thing's going to get ourselves underway. So the speed limit is currently, well, I don't know, that's a weird bug actually. It thinks so the speed limit is 15 by the looks of it. I don't know why when we loaded in it thinks at Norwich Station the speed limit is 70. Obviously it isn't. So if I load in 75% power, that should be good. For now, just to keep us at this speed. So we're just continuing along here. So first stop is Brundle Gardens in about, what's that, maybe 6 minutes? Yeah, 6 minutes from now. So up to 25 while we're leaving Norwich, and then it'll be up to 60. And we should always coast in 4th gear once we got underway. So we should have hit the 25 limit, there we go. See what I mean? Look, I just easily shifted without having to pull down the throttle, and it obviously does save a bit of time, so, why wouldn't you do it? Right, we're going to 4th gear now. Maybe down with the gearbox a bit there by going into neutral there. Right, down to 75%, yeah, we should always coast. The game recommends always coasting in 4th gear. Good for the gearbox. So we'll slow ourselves down here, make sure we're actually going 25, and then we'll get ourselves up to 60. There is a signal up here, it is green apparently, so that's good. Right, there's the 60 limit, so we'll start speeding ourselves up now. In 3rd gear should be good, yeah. And the next 2 signals have been confirmed green, nice. So underway then. Going to start getting moving now, and then once this yellow thing gets to the top of that yellow thing. Whereas it's up. Go ahead and press Q on the keyboard to shift up. See, it just does it by itself, look. So that it goes down, and obviously we can just continue up. So we're now in top gear. I don't know what the top speed of this thing actually is. It should say here, top speed of this thing's 70 on this route, so we should be able to reach 60 no problem then. This is the first time driving this route. The scenery looks pretty decent at the moment. As I said, I don't think it's not a very busy route, so we might not see much in the way of traffic. I don't really know. Don't really know what we've got in store for us here. About past level crossing. This game could do with whistle signs, like for when you pass, you know, the level crossing, like in real life. I don't know where to whistle. So we've got a green signal here because we're going straight on. It's got a red signal for that branch off there. We are going to branch off at some point, obviously, because we're on the main line right now, and we're going to take the different line to Ackle. There's obviously multiple different lines here. Right, down to 75% on the power now, because I think we're approaching 60. So yeah, it should be about 3 minutes to Brundle Gardens. After Brundle Gardens, it's a very short, literally 2-minute trip over to Brundle. As this trip is scheduled to take 35 minutes, so pretty decent video length that. Just a little flyby. This train sounds good. I forget how nice this game sounds are. Oh, there's a train coming the other way. There we are. That's probably, I don't know. There's two different lines on this map, and then there's a third line that like very rarely operates, which does Norwich to Great Yarmouth, but via somewhere else. I can't remember where it is, but it only operates like a few times a day. It's not as common as this one. So this map basically has 3 different routes, 2 of which are slightly more common than the third, and then the mainline route, which is the second route, I guess you could call it. This is probably the main route of the map, and then the second one, which is the main line, there's like a fast and a slow variant. There's also 1 train in each direction that's semi-fast each day as well. I think, and by the way, the whole map is operated with class 112s, with, I think they all have 2 carriages as well, but yeah, there's no other, you won't find any other trains on this map. So going pretty good along here, about 75% throttle. You know, we should be doing pretty good for energy in that respect. You know, we're cruising in the highest gear possible, so we can't really do anything other than that. So pretty good, just cruising along. There's Brundle Gardens. Look, we can see it popping up there, so hopefully we'll be on time. And obviously, as always, don't want to go overshooting the station or anything stupid like that. So we'll go ahead and go 0% throttle now. Let ourselves coast into the station before our target speed even starts going down. So it's always good to be slightly lower than the target speed, so you can get yourselves ready. I don't know why we're not being told to brake yet. I'm really expecting to brake about now, really, from 60. No, I can see the station. At this point, we're going to go sailing past. Oh, there we go. There's the target speed, agreeing with us. Right. Just 40% brake pressure for now. And then we'll increase it now the target speed's starting to catch back up with us. We don't want to be too far off the target speed, otherwise we'll sort of undershoot a little bit. But yeah, we've got our speed under control now. You can see there's Brundle, look, that's how close they are. There's another train actually, so we're not too short on trains then, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we seem to be pretty much with the target speed. I'll bring a bit more brake. So you can see that it was pretty much perfect, where we're 1 mile per hour under the target speed. Because that's perfect then, because it means if it changes, because often like the braking speed does change when you get to lower speeds, and like obviously for different trains and depending on different carriage loads, it has different effects. Right, we seem to be coming up here pretty good. Oh, we've overshot a bit. I forget, in the class 37, oh, no, I think we were pretty good there. We're on the, right on the class 4 stop there. So we'll go ahead and get ourselves down to like a 5% brake, and then put it in lap mode, and we'll shift down to into position number 1. So you can see, look, actually I think you are meant to slightly overshoot. I don't know why that is, but you can see there's, look at that stop. That's bang on, that is. We were on time, so we're just going to sit here until 9:44, not very long. And then we'll depart for Brundle, which is literally just up the track. We have got a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit, but maybe that's probably where I think after Brundle is where we split onto the branch line. So that would explain it. And we've got a red signal, actually. Right. Got to be careful with accelerating this one, because it can give you uncomfortable acceleration. There we go. Off we go now once we reach 5 miles an hour. So by the looks of it, yeah, we have got a bit of a red signal up here as well to contend with. So we'll reset the AWS. And just try and get up as much speed as possible before Brundle. After Brundle, next up's Lingwood with a 5-minute gap. So not bad. It's a nice little route, this, actually. And already, look, our target speed's coming down. So once we reach about 35, I'll probably just go idle and let us coast, because it's a red signal. Save that energy. Right. Yeah, so we'll just wait for our target speed to sort of catch back up with us, and then we'll start slowing it down. So this might make us a little bit late. I didn't expect much of a red signal. I think, again, remember that thing? I read it in the tips of this game. The signaller, when, like, he basically turned it to green when he's satisfied that we've got the train under control. And it could be that. Right, we'll go ahead and introduce some more power now, because I've just noticed it's been flicked over to green, that signal. I don't know what the next signal is. I don't know what that looks like. Actually, we might actually be oh no, we're not stopping for the station of Brundle yet. So you can see there, look. Now I know it's green, the target speed has updated. Because now we're slowing down for the station of Brundle, I think. Yes. So we'll apply some more brake now. And we've got a green signal after this platform now as well, which is good. And we're going slightly too quickly, so I'll just ease off on the brakes a little bit to make sure we're on time again. Brundle about 10 seconds late, but obviously because we have a minute here, we'll be on time by the time we leave, which is what matters. So we'll go ahead and slow ourselves down now. We're pretty good, maybe slightly. We'll try like a really gentle stop. So you can see there we're slightly stopping a bit early, maybe, but it's accepted. There we go. So down to position 1 on the brakes. And we have actually got a speed limit of 15 up here, so, and we've got a green signal as well. As you can see, we're branching off that way, look, and we've got a green signal, so we're all good to go. Obviously, you've just got to keep in mind the 15 limit at this junction up here. So we should be departing any time now. There's the guard whistle. There's the buzzer. And away we go. And we'll just introduce a little bit of power now. And we'll get to 20, and then we'll probably just flick it onto idle, because we should get to 15 by the time we reach that limit up there. Oh, probably not, maybe not. Right, we'll go ahead and apply a little bit of brake to get ourselves to 15. I really like this game, I've got to say. It's a great game, this. So we'll just apply a little bit of power. So you can see the signal up here is green. It's just been confirmed with us, so we need to get, I don't know why it's a 15 limit, really. That's a very, very slow limit for what is not really that tight a track. It could be because it goes, I don't think the whole branch line is single file, is it? Or maybe it is. So after Lingwood, we've got Ackle. Ackle, is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. About a 5-minute journey. Right, up to full power now. And I think after Ackle, it might actually be Great Yarmouth. There's quite a big gap between... but I think whatever the last stop is before Great Yarmouth and Great Yarmouth, there's quite a... like maybe a 15-minute gap. 10-minute gap. I don't know, we're saying that we're 15 minutes into the video, so... by the time we leave Ackle, it will be time to leave. Oh, we should have shifted up a little bit earlier then. I don't know, they're saying that this service is only hourly in each direction, and so maybe, you know, it does cope with this whole thing being single file. I don't know. It's quite nice terrain considering what you can do with this game. Right. Yeah, because I did actually have a go at making a map in this game. I even made a video on it. Obviously, you guys won't have seen that video because I gave up after 10 minutes. And also, it was very difficult to actually make the map. And then on top of that, I couldn't get back into my map after saving it. So, you know, anyone that makes a map mod for this game, they've done a great job, in my opinion, just making something like this. So... you know, I've had a go at myself. The editing software itself is fairly easy to use, but it's all the little things, all the little details that get you. Well, we're approaching Lingwood. We're meant to be there in about 2 minutes. Okay, I don't know why there's an AWS for a red signal. There's no signal on the map. That's giving us quite a bit of notice. Also, how we can have a red signal on a branch line unless it's like maybe double track later on or something? I don't know, it's kind of quite odd that there's no signal, so... or at least no signal that's showing on my HUD. Right, we'll just coast now, because we're approaching Lingwood, so we'll need to start slowing down quite soon. Yeah, maybe there's like a passing track at Lingwood and we'll have to wait for a bit, I don't know. But there's no signal, look, there's no signal on my... thing, so it's quite odd that we had that AWS alert. Maybe a bug? I don't know. We'll wait and see what we get, I guess. So yeah, we're staying pretty much good with the target speed. Remember from last time, we need to maybe slightly put up the brake pressure when we're approaching the final part of the station. Yeah, I don't know why we had a red signal. Look, there's nothing there. We're actually a minute early. I don't know how we've done that, but somehow, yes, we are a minute early. You can tell this is a nice small branch line. Look at it. There you go, we're pretty good on course. We'll release the braking there to get a nice gentle stop. There we go, we're on time as well, so we'll just get ourselves down to braking. There we go. And down to gear. Well, we're actually 30 seconds early, so we'll be here for about a minute and a half now, because this game doesn't tend to let you go early, even though, and basically this game will let you go as long as all the doors are shut at 9:53. Sometimes, again, it's part of the dynamic thing in this game. Passengers might be delayed boarding. It particularly happens at the first station, which for us was Norwich. It didn't happen to us then, but it has happened to me before, where you can get like a minute delay straight off the line, just because. It's a shame you can't see passengers around the place, but you know, as I said, this game's not like that. It's a different sort of game. So we're here for 50 seconds now, and then it'll be off to Ackle. It's about a 5-minute journey down there. I have no idea why we got that AWS hit back there, because there is absolutely no signal, unless maybe the author intended a signal to be here and then forgot to put it in, but put the AWS in. I don't know. But you couldn't code AWS without a signal, presumably, so I don't know. It probably just something, you know, maybe a little map bug or something like that. Or who knows, maybe there would be a signal, like, really, really far away that doesn't have AWS and for some reason had it all the way back there. But it sounds a bit old that you do that. Right, it's almost 9:53, so we'll jump back in the cab. And we'll wait for the guard whistle. There you go, bang on time, look. So there we go, away from Lingwood, next stop Ackle, and platform 2, so it must be multiple platforms, interestingly. Right, we'll just go 50% throttle up to 15. Actually, forget it, we'll go 100% throttle, this thing can't reach it. Right, we'll go up to gear number 2 now. Yeah, after Ackle it is Great Yarmouth, there's an 11-minute gap. I thought there was a large gap afterwards. So that bridge up there, it looks like it. I need to keep an eye on that to know when to shift. So yeah, shouldn't take as long to get down to Ackle. Hopefully we'll be on time by the time we get there. It's a nice little route this, quite a calm route. You know, and so far as well, the videos on this game, particularly episode number 1, have actually done really well. Episode number 1's got like 9 views, which is quite a lot for a video. I don't know, the streams tend to get more views on my channel. I mean, like, they just do. For some kind of reason, I don't know why. Right, we're approaching above 40 miles per hour now, which is cool. So we're getting down to 60 now, pretty good. We have got a signal up here, but I'm guessing it will have its own AWS. Or maybe not. Maybe the AWS back there was for that signal. If it was, I'll be laughing. Because it's just a bit like, yeah. There's a whole station in between. But it doesn't appear that this signal has AWS, though. I don't see an AWS thing in the distance. That draw distance isn't great. Actually, it's not bad. It's when you zoom in, the draw distance looks terrible. Okay, we have got a red signal then, but no AWS to accompany it. Oh, I think that's it up there. And that's the signal itself. Right, we'll go down to 0% throttle, because we're going to have to start slowing down for this red signal soon. I can't see if it's red, so we're going to have to stop. I can't take chances on that sort of thing. Is that? Nope, I think that is red. I don't see any pointing up arrows. Oh, never mind. That one is there, look. Our signal's green, we're okay. So yeah, that AWS, that answers the question, was for that signal. Which is quite funny. But yeah, you can see there, look, we've got a green signal. Well, it better be that signal that's green. Yeah, it's just gone green now. We'll actually coast because we're approaching Ackle anyway. We're actually about 2 minutes early almost. The timing on the later part of this route is not so good. It's kind of odd that, because as I discovered when making my map, the author doesn't need to make timetables. The game simulates an AI that runs through all your routes, and it simulates traffic patterns to make sure that every service is timed correctly. Which I really like that. It's cool that it does that. It's like, you know, it's inbuilt to the route editor. That's what I mean. Like, I mean, if you want to get a start in map modding for games, this is far simpler. Like, I've had a go at doing this, and I've had a go at doing OMSI. This is easier. I'll say that. So I think anything's easier than OMSI. OMSI is just a bit of a nightmare. Right. So we've got very little brake pressure now because we're a little bit quick. And then I'll introduce it back. And then take it off again to ensure a smooth stop. There we go, and we are, again, 1 minute early. So, okay, got about 2 minutes to wait here then. Get down to gear number 1, and we can just sit here then. Next stop after this is Great Yarmouth, where we, of course, terminate. We have got apparently a red signal. Nope, it's green. Don't know why it's showing. Obviously, there might be a passing point here at Ackle if it was busy. But obviously, you know, I don't think we're waiting for anybody, as it's green, that signal, but obviously maybe this is why. So you can see there, everyone's all boarded, so as soon as it gets to 9:59, we can just leave. Nice looking game, this, gotta say, I like it. That's what I'll say. So yeah, we'll just sit here. Wait for a minute to take a look around the station. Got some nice little homes as well, which is quite nice. Nice little town. Quite a bit of detail thought into it, you know. You have to place individual stuff in this game. I don't know what. And if it's really far away, loads in stupidly. You have to go closer to get it loaded in correctly again. There we go. Really strange. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So it's approaching 9:59 in about 40 seconds, so get in the car. Again, I don't know why there's a 6-car stop. There was an 8-car stop back at, like, one of the stations. I don't know why that is, because I'm pretty sure they only run 2 cars. Particularly on this line, there's only 2 cars. Right, we'll jump back in the car, actually. It's 20 seconds to go. So yeah, I mean, maybe at peak times of day, or if you wanted a busier timetable, services would cross over here, but probably not. I might try making my own timetable for a map, but not my own map, that's for certain. Right, there's the whistle. There's the buzzer. Blow a horn. Release the brakes and we'll get out of here. So quite a nice initial sort of throttle. Obviously, we know there's a green signal, so we can ignore that target speed there. So yeah, we're continuing out. Next stop, Great Yarmouth Platform 3 in about 10 minutes. So quite a long gap between stations here. It's been a nice little trip there, it's gotta say. Nice map. Looks nice too. As I've said, you can't do much detail-wise with this game, really, so it's very nice what they've done. Because I said I've been in the editor myself. All you can do in this game are trees and buildings. I'm not lying. There's an option that's like add tree 1, add tree 2, and then just add buildings. That's the extent of the detail in this game. There isn't even an option for water. So, you know, given what people create, I think it looks amazing. You know, given what your limited things you have to work with, it looks very cool. And again, as I said, I know, because some people do look at this game and think, oh, it's not that detailed, but the thing is, it's the trains that are detailed. And that's the thing, I'm that sort of person. You can tell from FSX, really. Like, this is a train sim. I don't want the scenery to be detailed, I want the train to be detailed. Train first, scenery second. Scenery matters, but not as much as the train. It's train sim. I think that AWS is for going the other way somehow. Yeah, it is. Oh, why does our train pick it up then? That's quite weird. I think that's a bug, that is. That's why we picked it up by Lingwood then. Basically, our train is picking up the AWS for the other direction. This is why, you know, you're not supposed to have AWS on single track routes. Oh well. Right, down to 75% throttle, we'll just be able to sit here now. It's going to be quite relaxing. We'll get ourselves up to 59. Why not? It's a nice sounding game, this. That's one thing I've always said, it's always a bit bumpy. Look at our train ricketing around. Hopefully it'll be nice and early in Great Yarmouth. Might be quite nice. Okay, as soon as I praise the scenery of this map, this is the most plain I've ever seen anything looking. Also, why there's power cables, look, but they're not joined together by any wires. That's quite weird, actually. And I'm on max settings, remember, so anything that should be loaded in should be loaded in. That's quite weird, actually. I'm not on maximum, actually. I'm on like, I think I'm on, you get maximum, and then there's like something higher than maximum. Or maybe I'm on high and it goes up to ultra high. I can't remember. Actually, I can probably just have a look. Here you go, I'm on high, look. No, that's... Here you go, yeah, I'm on high, not maximum. But I'm on level 4 out of, well, technically the 6, because 0 is a level as well. And I said 0 is potato. It just makes me laugh, that. And that's what I love about this game as well. You know, it'll run, you know, you need a decent machine, like the one I've got, to run high settings, but if you stick it on potato settings, my old PC that weren't much good could run this fine. So I love that. It's one of those games, you get some games like that, they will run on any PC. Yes, I mean, FSX is another one. You know, FSX, the base game, will run on a laptop, I think. You know, I've played the default, using the default 737, bottom settings, no AI, I can get 150, 200 FPS on this thing. Even on my old PC I could, so... But then obviously now, I'm struggling to get plus 40 on this PC or on my other one, because I've got either full AI on this one, or on the other one, you know, you've got streaming, whacked up settings, it's all... And VATSIM, remember? It's really cool. You can run... And the detailed planes, like the PMDG 737 or the A320, remember? They're part of the game too. You know what, I think this is the most boring track I've ever drove along. The early part of this route was lovely, but this is just literally like... The person's drawn a line from Ackle to Great Yarmouth, and then that's just it. Like... Although we do appear to have a level crossing up here, so... Yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting part of the route, this. Very interesting. What does that do? Again, part of this game as well, I wish you could click stuff in the cockpit. You can't. You have to do it all by keyboard. Which just take a bit of the realism out, considering how realistic these trains are meant to be. But as I said, I definitely love this game. You know, I'm not gonna say anything to say this game is bad. This game is great. And I've got to remember as well, this game, what was it? We checked it a few episodes. It's what, £14? That's literally half the add-on cost for Train Sim. It's just nuts. It's absolutely worth what Train Sim's worth, and you get free maps. I mean, like, you know, if getting free Steam Workshop mods that are actually maps and not just scenarios is anything to go on, it's like, well, look at all the maps I've got, and it's all free. You know, I paid my £14 for the game, and there's no extras. There isn't a single DLC for this game, you know. I have a feeling if Dovetail, say, you know how this game released a Class 37? If Dovetail released that, they'd 100% charge. They'd charge a tenner for it. They just would. They're like, I know we've paid £25, but we've worked hard on this Class 37, so you need to pay for it. This game, you know, the developer of this game doesn't do it. And it's great. The developer of this game, I think, is actually really good. It's called LapioWare. And if you look on Steam Workshop, he actually comments on an awful lot of the maps and things like that. It's, you know, it's that sort of developer feel that gives a game, makes a game so good. You know, if the developer's actually willing to go on Steam Workshop, because I think it is just one guy who's made this game, but he's got, you know, if he's got the time to go on Steam Workshop, you know, praise people's work, try it out, it's like, well, that's great. It's always good to do that. Right, the speed limit for some reason goes down to 50 here, so we'll go ahead and coast. Yeah, I don't know why it goes down to 50, but we are only 4 minutes from Great Yarmouth, so... Yeah, I don't know, this second part of the route sort of has been a little bit boring. We've got a green signal coming up, nice. And we are just coasting to get ourselves, you know... Hopefully, I'm really aiming to get under 100% energy use here. That would be very nice. But yeah, it's a great game, this, and it's great for making videos as well. It's one thing I will say about this game. Absolutely excellent for making videos. Right, we'll apply a little bit of brake pressure there. And we'll release the brakes just in time for the 50 limit. We have actually got a 20 limit coming up, so I'll just keep... Actually, I'll bring in 25%, bring in a bit of power to make sure don't sort of stall out after the brakes. So yeah, 20, and then does that say 20 as well? I think it does. I don't know why I've got two 20 limits. But yeah, by the looks of it, we are going to be pretty much on time into Great Yarmouth. We've joined back up with the main sort of things, main part of this game. It would be nice if this map had slightly more traffic as well. I think we bumped into what, 2 trains on this entire line, so, you know, maybe I could make my own timetable for this map. I could obviously do that and pack it in a bit more. So now, with most of it being single track, you won't be able to do that. So yeah, we're slowing ourselves down to 20 now, which is the speed we have to approach this station. Now, I don't know how. I don't know. This station's got at least 3 platforms. So we're just slowing ourselves down now. Down to 20 miles an hour. Release the brakes now. And there we go, that is us. Here in Great Yarmouth, we've got, what, 4 platforms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms, I think. I don't know whether that one there is actually a platform, though. Might just be a siding or something. Here we are, pulling in. We'll idle it now, let ourselves pull in nicely here on platform 3. It must be then. I don't know, it could go 1, 2, 3. It could also go 1, 2, 3. I don't think that is a platform, actually. It might be counted as a platform, though. Possibly. It's one of those, like, maybe, I think it's a siding, that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We're pulling in. We're losing speed pretty good to the, just coasting, so we'll have plenty of time to start slowing down when the target speed starts going down. But yeah, hello and welcome everyone to Great Yarmouth. It's been about, what, a 40-minute video by the time this thing ends? Perfect. Perfect video length. Right, we'll start slowing it down. Also, guys, I know this week, well, in the last week, really, I haven't done any design, build, and race for quite a while. I'll make an effort to try and do another one. I'm trying to think of ideas, really. And also, I've got plenty of diesel railcar sim to be recording. I absolutely love recording this game. Right, well, here we go. And stop. There we go. Not bad. Energy usage, look at that, 88%. We arrived on time. I'm pretty sure we were early now. I don't think it shows early when you arrive. Where was it? Yeah, Brundle Gardens. Look at that. Great stop. We never sped. We didn't speed once. Look at that. That's pretty decent. So the only thing we lost points for were the tutorial penalties. I don't know. Obviously, I can't really do without any of these. Maybe the repeat signals on mini-map. Maybe I'll get rid of that. Because that cost me 10% of score, and I know how to read signals. So that doesn't matter, and I know how to read the AWS, so maybe I'll get rid of that one. And obviously I've got the target speed to go off as well, so maybe we'll get rid of that one. So we'll go ahead and close that. Got a pretty good score, look. Almost 8,000, pretty decent. As I said, we didn't speed once, so I had quite a decent... It's actually a lovely map, this, I've got to say. It's a great map. I mean, the early parts of it were a bit more detailed. This stretch here, I wasn't a massive fan of, but apart from that, it's a wonderful map, that Wherry line. So yeah, we've got 3 different routes. You've got Norwich to Lowestoft, Norwich to Great Yarmouth via Burney Arms, and Norwich to Great Yarmouth via Lingwood and Ackle. Yeah, but Burney lines, look, Burney Arms literally has 2 trains a day in each direction. We might do that one at some point, look, so you can see it goes to Brundle, and then it continues to Great Yarmouth via the Burney Arms route. And then you've got the Lowestoft line, which has fast, slow, and then there's 1 semi-fast service, I think, in each direction as well. So it's a cool little services. We probably will do a Lowestoft to Norwich. Maybe I'll try the semi-fast one, maybe. That's probably going to be quite a good one for a video. But it should be pretty good. It's a cool map, this, gotta say. As I said, they're all class 112s with 2 carriages, so doesn't really explain. Maybe we'll do one at night. I've never actually done it in night at this game. I've never done this game when it's dark, because I don't even know if it does get dark. No, in this game, I'll load in at 10:30, it'll be light. Daylight savings time. But yeah, I do really like this game, gotta say. It's good fun. Good fun to play, and it's great fun to make videos on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed that little tour of the Wherry lines from Norwich down to Great Yarmouth. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe for more flying, racing, and, well, train driving, I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.